All right. So, number one thing is in the pancreas. So let's go to here. So you can see these areas, the black dots are where there's some blockage, and sometimes that's recent, sometimes it's older. I'm going to go hunting around to see what's actually going on there. So I need the microscope. Yeah. So the nice thing about BioSpect is you can go really, really deep. And it already found a point. That's okay. So here on the curves you can see the blue line is Yang Qi, which is about structure, and the green, the red line is about how the body's responding. That's Yin Qi, and there's a fair gap between them. So your body's putting, your mind, your brain is putting quite a lot of effort, energy into working on the pancreas. Now it can be something just recent. Let's go into this one because it chose that one. So I think that's and it's going to mine right down. So pancreatic islets, B cells. Okay, well let's follow it down and see what it has to say. DNA. So we're going to the nucleus here, and we have some interesting things coming through to you genetically. All right. Okay. It's chosen. The machine's actually really good at knowing where the biggest issue is. And I did notice it scanning chromosomes before. So we're going to go right down into the DNA structure. Wow, it's taken us down a long way. Diabetes tendency. How's your blood sugar generally? Do you have? Okay.
Slightly below normal usually on fasting.
Okay. Well, let's see what it recommends. The only thing it recommends is homeopathy for this.
Okay.
And your body really likes some of these. Chamomile is going to be very calming. Anacardium. Sulfur, there we go. Sulfur's going to be a good one. So, I'm going to add sulfur in because I know that's going to be good for you. Okay, these are the ones it's chosen as being the most beneficial, but you see your body's actually open to quite... The small numbers means your body's into it. That will be interesting when you get to Melilotus and Maleficia, Apis maleficia, so bee, honeybee. That will give you sweetness. Anyway, we are going to do a homeopathic remedy based on that. So let's say yes to all of these and go here. Come on, select. Okay, that's okay. I know what. That's fine. The machine works slightly differently in different things. Okay, so, and we wanted sulfur as well. And I'm going to give it just one of that. So let's see how you respond to that. Okay, so it's picking mixing something up. Yeah, let's look at the comparison. Okay, so this thing, I love that name, the Nidus of defeat. It actually means entropy. So it's making it more ordered by 50%. I think that's still worth doing. So what we do now is we actually give the remedy. And it's only picking up the last one. I'm going to go back and give you some of the others. So you can see what it's doing. North spin is the vortex, the yang qi, coming into the still point, and the south spin is yin coming out from the still point. And it gives very specific. The Q factor is how resonant it is, and the exact frequencies it's using. So this is physics, but also biology. The organs in the body have certain frequencies that they respond to, and that's how it's working. Okay. Oh, I know what I have to do. Aha! I have to do a fix. Now I got it. So it was lesson number 7. Actually, I've had about 3 or 4 lessons from Matt, and you always have to fix. Because then, if you don't do, this is freaking bizarre, but if you don't do the fix, you can't pick up all of them as a group. Now I want to do a Vegeta. So I'm in trouble if Matt's watching. But I got it. Alright, let's have a look at how you respond to the whole group of them. Let's see.
How long have you had this?
About a month. Okay, so it's still good. I mean, because we did one treatment already. So I'll give you this too, and then we're going to apply what's called metatherapy. Oops, sorry, don't need that again. I already did that. Okay, now we want to reprint it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and then had about 3 or 4 clients so far. And starting to do tests with remote work. So my plan is to mainly be doing remotes, because it works very well remotely, yeah. So it's a different song this time.
What does that mean?
It means it's sending the mix of frequencies, yeah. So your body will respond slightly differently. Generally, how's your health been, Carol, since I saw you?
Generally pretty good, but
Great.
I have developed first stage of congestive heart failure.
Ah, okay. Well, let's see what
I'm
else.
trying to lose weight.
Aha, the losing weight thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all good. We're happy here. Now, what I'm going to do is reinforce this treatment by giving you sunshine. And then we'll go up. You see it's responding quite well, so
Oh, wow.
after the remedy it's much more open to change. These lower frequencies, the lower conditions are the ones you want. The upper ones say that there's some imbalance, basically.
Okay.
And the higher up it is, like if you go to a 6, it means it's been a long-term thing. Oh, good. Okay. No. So Elma's just finished her light session. So you're welcome just to lie there and I'll keep the pads on, and then I'll come and talk to you in a minute. Okay. So let's go up. Let's go down. Okay. So these are the treatments we did. And I'm just going to give, starting from that point, give another one. So what the sun therapy is, the Russians had access in the Soviet years to, hospitals full of sick people and loads. I mean, the Russians did biophysics, where the Americans did biochemistry, because they like poisoning people. And so they built up this amazing database, not only of pathologies, which they could identify from their frequencies, but also healthy people. So this trains your system to feel like a healthy person would, which is why it starts flipping over from the stuck point. You see, if you did nothing with this, it would just stay stuck. And then go to here, and then we'll go for that one, the previous treatment. So already you see you've got more happy stuff going on. Now we do another one. So, it's the body does the best it can to heal stuff with the resources it has. And so we're just giving it more information. It's purely information we're giving. We're not, changing the chemistry directly, but then your body has more to work with.
Okay.
Because it's got used to this old way of being. So what we're going to do is, I'll give you one more go. But then I want to start working on the higher levels, and just reinforce it. But this is the core. This is what it's found as the core place. It takes a couple of weeks to integrate the retraining, and then we could do another one. Oops, maybe I forgot to. It's okay. Stop, pause, exit. Hello. Okay, there we go. Nope. I believe I neglected to go here. So last metatherapy. Okay, that's the one where we'd already got some good points coming, and I want to build from there. Ding. Okay, here we go.
So now you're applying
Healthy, what a healthy organ would look like. Also, if you think, because it's down in the DNA, it may not even be your stuff, but family issues.
my mother was a type 1 diabetic.
Well, there you go. So you're carrying that.
Oh, am I?
And so, in the genetic level. So if we, it will take, I think, a few sessions to really improve this dramatically, but we're taking the first step now. And then that pattern is no longer held in your DNA, which would be really good, because there's no point in, unless you're a masochist, in dealing with crap from the elders. We have enough of our own that we make up.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. So now at this level, I am going to do. So we're using that homeopathic. It was really interesting. Your body's very, very clear. That's what it wanted. It didn't want crystal therapy. Didn't want allopathic. Didn't want the emotions to be dealt with. It was just like, no, this is the match. And they do it by pattern, matching what your frequencies are coming out when they read you with what the database says. So it's very logical, the system.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so already you see that responded very nicely. Now we go up. And we go down again. So we're still actually inside the DNA. We go here, and we do that, and we give it another one. And if you watch this time, I think you'll find...
What are the yellow lights?
The yellow ones are good.
Okay.
You're aiming ideally for 2s, but 3, 2, 1 is okay. But 2s, it's really happy if it's 2s. But you see how this is changing quite nicely.
Yeah.
And that's because we worked at the lowest level, first of all, and gave the treatment.
Relates to the 2 there.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so... Come on, machine. There we go. No. And we go up to the DNA. Down again. Okay, and I think I'll just give it one more dose here and then move up. Let's see. Oh yeah, already these are changing. That one doesn't want to, but a lot of it's really good. Okay. Yeah, these are already good, so I don't need to continue with the rest of the scan. All right.
Wow.
That's a big improvement.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, let's get... No. Up. And we'll give let's try it at this level. Oh, you see this is responding nicely. What's fascinating is that if you just looked at the DNA level itself, the chromosome level, you think, oh, things aren't doing too badly. But it's detected that it's very, very deep, so that's why I think it probably goes back a number of generations. Yeah. Okay, that's happy. And then let's go up into the kidney area. Oh, actually, yeah, we could get that. We could just give a bit of sunshine. Most of your DNA is fine. It's so interesting, it's a couple of these chromosomes that it's picking up on. So, okay, it's just... I think one treatment at this level will be fine because it's not that much. Okay. So it's it's a bit resistant to actually... Yeah, the blocked areas won't change that quickly here. Yeah. That's okay. We'll, as I say, in the future we can do more.
Okay.
And then let's go up to here, and you can see how blocked a lot of this is.
Yeah.
So we'll do the same thing.
So that's back to the pancreas again.
It's with it, yeah, we're up to the cell level now. But look at how well this is changing.
Wow.
this is very responsive. If I just tried to work at this level initially without going to the root cause, then it would be resistant to changing. And obviously the DNA itself, it takes quite a lot of resource to improve DNA. There's enzymes, there are 33 enzymes involved with DNA repair. One of them is called PARP, I remember that. And that's why I use niacin. So niacin upregulates the PARP pathway. So the DNA can repair itself, but it needs the right information too. Okay. Now, let's go up. And let's go back down. And then we'll take. So already you saw how big a change that was. I think just one more will probably do it. And so this will help your entire pancreas.
Okay, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, it is really amazing. I mean, we're seeing this kind of results all the time. Some of Matt's results are very dramatic.
You can see the pancreas.
So yeah, we're working our way up from the not only the DNA but the structure within the DNA, which is where it was really blocked, and it was a homeopathic remedy. So this is Ilma, who I'm going to introduce in a minute. Oh, cool! Look at that. That's actually very nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's perfect. Wow, good job.
Good job, guy.
Good job, pancreas. So I don't even need to do a second go on that. That's like really happy. Gecko agrees. Okay. And then let's do a thing here. Okay, we'll just let it do it. But you see how it's improved, like totally different to the DNA. The DNA was having a hard time changing, but this is, your pancreas is happy to have the new information. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, very good. Okay. Well, I count that as success at this level. As I say, in a full session we could do multiple things, but this is just to give you an idea. All right. No. And then up. And then now we can work on the whole pancreas same way. And the focus is on this part of the pancreas. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yeah, big improvements. Yeah, it's making everything happier. Yes. Well, particularly as it's your mother's fault in that yes. Exactly. So she's happy because her spirit has been benefited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's information, so when you're in spirit you still hold the genetic information. It's karmic at that level, but it just expresses itself in the body when you're in the physical area. So let us see. Okay. There's a kidney thing we should. So these are the things that to be worked on, and these are the things that it says are okay. But this one actually should be worked on because it has the A next to it. And so,
You can see her kidneys.
kidney, yeah. So kidneys related to the diabetic tendency, I would say. Are you feeling a bit zoned out, Karen?
Am I feeling a bit what?
Zoned out.
No, not really.
You're feeling okay, good. Oh, right back into DNA. Wow. Okay. I think think we can work at this level because it's not taking us down into one in particular. Okay, so just what we'll do, let's actually see if there's a remedy that it likes at this level. Oh, no, that's good. You don't have pathology going on. Aha. That one could be worked on. These are the emotions associated with this area, but that was what I was working on last time, but you don't mix the two because this is heavy duty stuff.
Okay.
And if your body's dealing with the physical, you don't want all the emotional
I see.
issues at the same time. But let's see if... Oh, you really like garnet. That's actually... I think we'll do a treatment of garnet here
Oh.
and see how your DNA responds. So this is working with the vibration of these crystals, and then we can see what... Sometimes they're the most powerful. Okay, well 30%. Alright, I think that's still worth taking, just to give you a little bit of help. So you can see the numbers here are quite different because this is a different set of frequencies to the ones involved in the homeopathy. So if Rigo's watching, Rigo is very interested in the BioSpect, and he's a big light person. Rigo is responsible for buying all my Pyrolite 1 stock in one fell swoop. Rich had them in stock, and then Rich was too busy doing other things, and they were the classic ones, so he said, you need to restock them, so they've gone to a good home.